I've been watching that for 2 days.
Wilson Morales, blackfilm.com. So, there's some changes with your characters this year. The way I look at it is there's a different level of confidence. Would you say there's a difference of up and down in terms of your character being less confident it was in season 1 and yours gaining more confidence?
That's interesting. I think for Elizabeth, it's maybe less about confidence and more about knowledge. I think she was very naive in the first season and had a lot to learn. And so, I guess knowledge does translate into confidence, yes. But I think the second season, that gets knocked for a 6, and then it's about reevaluating and for her to work out again what her new place in this world is and what her purpose is.
Yeah, I think, and Miss Ernestine, I think it's an ever evolving how to survive. So, it's not lack of confidence, it's you took my child and put me in the field, So now yes. How do I walk? How do I exist? And so she's just trying to figure out how to navigate that. And sometimes we make great choices and sometimes we make poor ones. And I think that's life. And that's what makes this, the writers so amazing, is that they don't hesitate to take you through all of the choices.
Now, when you were promoting the show during the first season, you had to do a lot of research. But the show's taken off and a lot of audiences are gaining and loving the show. Do you go back to learn more, even though you're still working on the show, so that when people are talking to you, you're giving them a history lesson as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think the turns that the stories take this season are it's an entirely new thing again. So there's obviously a lot more to learn. Fortunately, we have amazing creatives who always have an answer to every question that we have. So we're very supported in that sense. Yeah, and for Miss Ernestine, like, she's in a whole new place, and the Gullah Geechee Nation is fascinating, and so I did do some research on the people and the culture, but then also we had Queen Quet, who is an amazing resource for us, who graced us with her presence to make sure that we were on point with as much as possible to tell the narrative appropriately, and that is an accurate reflection of history.
Mm-hmm. There was a game, in a way, that people talk about, like, who's going to get killed off? Yeah. And you guys won the pool. And, but as you go along...
who's going to kill or be killed?
Who's going to be killed? Who's going to be left standing? It's like telling Indians.
Yeah,
You're reading the script, you look at the last page and go, okay, I'm in the next episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I always say, whenever it's time to go, we're going to go gloriously.
By this point, if we've survived this long, it's going to be good.
Right. But I think what's most interesting is not knowing. And I think that's what makes it great. There are no heroes. Yeah. There are no villains. Everyone kind of has a little bit of both in them.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, it could go either way. And that's what keeps all of us like this.
Yeah.
Perched, not knowing, oh, shoot.
What's going to be the biggest change or difference we see in your characters that's going to either thrill fans or make them think differently?
I think for Miss Ernestine, she hits a major low. She gets really things are thrown at her in season 2 that could break a person. And I think, we don't know how she's going to survive that. And I think, that was the most exciting thing when I was looking at the scripts and reading. I was like, okay, this is going to be some great tweeting, because I know that I'm going to get I've been there, I've been through that, I've experienced that, or my mother has. And that to me makes the art so rich and so personal, because people have really taken ownership of all these characters and see themselves, stepping into the roles. And we don't know how she comes out of that.
Mm. For Elizabeth, the second season, there is a darkness there and a dark path that she engages with, which is very different to the first season. I mean, obviously what she encounters is very horrific, and there was, some pretty shocking things in the first season, but this is just like, it takes it to a whole nother level. Like, she's challenged in a way that she can't back out from.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.